Voters and partisans on all sides are watching to see the outcome of this trial once testimony gets underway.
And our Ethan Kibbe joins us now, along with Dr. Jeffrey Bloodworth of Gannon University, to get some analysis on how things are proceeding so far. Good evening, Ethan.
Mike and Eva, good evening. Doctor, let's start here. Only 2 days in, and it's just jury selection. It's not exactly the most exciting legal proceeding, but how important is jury selection to the overall case as it's presented and how this trial plays out?
Well, you can't have a case if you can't seat a jury, and I think we're seeing a kind of a foretaste of how much of a circus atmosphere this is going to be. Jurors who are rejected are going out and kind of having their moments of fame, talking about why they're rejected. I mean, it's becoming a television show surrounding a trial.
Now, of course, the constitutional language is a jury of your peers. If you're a former president, you don't have too many peers. How do you find a jury that is fair, impartial, and capable of understanding complex legal issues?
It's going to be tough. I mean, fair, I think, is not the hardest kind of hurdle to surmount. Impartial, I mean, that, Donald Trump is slightly, divisive. People have strong feelings on one side or the other. Look, Donald Trump is going to be able to say with some, factual reality that, he's not getting a fair trial because it's going to be so hard to find, 12 people who don't follow the news and don't have, hardcore feelings about him. We'll see how close they can get to that.
It's something the judge said today. Jurors are not expected to have lived under a rock for the last 8 or last 30 years, in his words. New York State does not allow cameras in courtrooms. This is not the judge's decision. But your thoughts on the fact that, unlike, we've recently heard about the O.J. trial back in the news, which became a televised spectacle, no cameras here, what bearing does that have on this?
I think that's an extraordinarily good thing. You don't want the former president, the defense team playing to the cameras. I think we all understand that the less of a spectacle we can make this, the more of a trial it will be. And not having TV cameras in there is only going to redound to the benefit of that.
How much more difficult, though, does it make the general public its ability to get an understanding of what's going on, because you're going to hear from different media sources what happened, and we can't go to the tape, there is none.
That's true. Look, people are going to have to, go to a newspaper, or they're going to go to a podcast, and this is going to be a reflection of 2024 America, in which Americans are going to be in their silos. Depending on who, your right-wing or left-wing podcast or outlet, they're going to come away with a very kind of disparate opinion of what happened. That's all very true. I can't imagine that television cameras would make it better, but people are going to be consuming this trial and have opinions based on it, based on kind of where they stand politically. We understand that.
Dr. Jeff Bloodworth of Gannon, you'll see him this Sunday on Inside Erie Politics.